Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Forsaken Kingdom. We had some audio issues as usual. That's never going to stop. I am the GM. We have Narcissus, Durzo Blint, Tildor, Greenheart, and Hex Swift. Durzo and Hex have decided to AFK live, so that's fun. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this from our last adventure, and I have some... From our last game, our intrepid heroes, and let's see where it is. There. Our intrepid heroes were entering. We're trying to infiltrate a mountain retreat. And let me hold on. Let me. I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna mute this guy so that he can, because he just doesn't know how to mute himself ever. And you're at a mountain retreat trying to break through to get inside, to see what's what, and progress in trying to get to the Forsaken Kingdom and stop the mysterious summoner, the one they call the summoner. And Tildor and Hex were above on the cliff face. What do you call it? Felix and Durzo were in the courtyard trying to maneuver past the guards. Narcissus was metamorphed into a snake. He had adopted his snake form, was on top of one of the guard towers, and had caused a an illusion of one of the sconces that were sparking and making all kinds of noises as to cause a distraction, which he was successful at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the one that's in the most immediate danger, I'll say, which is Durzo and Felix. So Durzo, you had climbed over the crates and the barrel. You were turning the corner. There was a door there, but that was closed. Just below, as you duck underneath the torch, there was the stables to your right. There were 6 stalls, 3 of which were empty. Those are the 3 most immediate stalls, and then the other 3 had their horses, because you can see their rumps sticking out as they're being a little agitated by the sounds, the popping sounds that Narcissus had been he had manifested through his cantrip. What was the name of the cantrip, by the way? Because it was an interesting one.
Prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay. Can you angle your camera down? You're just a floating head at this point. No, there you go. I wish he was a floating head. He's just... he looked like he chewed on that blueberry gum from Willy Wonka. Wow, that was bad. Anyway, so... Felix was at the 3rd stall by the time you rounded that. You came across, and he's sticking his head out, and he's motioning you to come to come forward. He's like, "Hurry, master, hurry! They'll see you."
So I'm gonna move quick.
Okay.
I'm in stealth mode.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're in stealth mode.
And I made my second roll, so don't be coming with your new roll.
No, you need to make a roll. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Now you get to that stall. The horses, you can hear. He's the 3. They're not tied up, but they have that like a chain that's holding them in the stall itself, and they're acting a little strange. They're acting funny because they're agitated, which is the word I've been looking for. So you have this large expanse of courtyard. From your angle, you can see the spot on the wall, not on the wall, on the parapet, where you can see the sparks. You can see you're at a weird angle where you can see the sparks, and you see the men rushing towards the wall and climbing the stairs, and the ones running across from the left to the right to that area with their weapons out. there are like 3 other men in the courtyard directly across from you, but we're talking about maybe 150 feet away, and they were 2 of Garrett's men. You can tell because you remember you remember their outfits, and they're standing by their fire and they're just watching and talking amongst
Are they
themselves.
watching towards our way, or-
They're facing. You have you're basically flanking them, so you're looking directly at them, but they're facing the wall.
Okay.
So you're looking at the left side of their faces.
So I make sure that myself is covered, so any metal or whatever that is not being seen. Okay.
It is night, so just so we're clear, it's extraordinarily late. You guys had decided you were going to go after midnight. So it is maybe an hour or 2 after the midnight hour had tolled, and there are approximately 12 men in this courtyard, 10 of which were rushing toward the wall. So 12 men total. You had 4 on the wall on the guard towers, and then 8 in the courtyard. So 6 men ran to the wall, 2 are left. If I get my math right, I think. Directly to your right is the steps leading into the keep. Then there's the servants' entrance to the left, that I had described to Narcissus before, but you don't know it to be a servants' entrance. It's just a side. You can see the door, the top part of the door from your angle. So you know that it goes down towards. It goes down. So that's typically where the servants would come and go and frequent, and where any freight would go in.
So Lou,
Yes.
I'm gonna tap Felix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna point to that door. I'm gonna
Which door?
the service door.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my hand like this. I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna nod my head yes, and then I'm gonna show yes or no, like asking him yes or no. That door.
Okay. So
That door.
he looks at you. He's like,
Okay.
no. He does the left to right, and then he starts angling towards the steps, but like moving in that direction, but away at an angle where he's not running directly across in the courtyard, and keeping his eyes fixed on those 2 mercenaries as he's
The
doing
same
it.
thing. I'm gonna crouch low.
Now you go, and somehow the horse bells had wrapped around your ankles, so everyone heard you. No. Go ahead.
I'm gonna crouch low
Mhm.
and do the same thing he did.
Okay. Make a stealth check with an advantage. If you roll 2 1s, that's not me. Scout's honor.
$24.
There they are. Rolls weren't showing up here. It's 24. Yes. All right. So you definitely make it across. The men don't even notice you moving by them. You get to the top of the stairs, go down. You can see down. There's a small oil lamp that's on the side of the door. It's barely lit, but it's lit enough that you can see the door itself. It's a heavy oak door with one of those viewports that opens inwards. As someone would open it. So Felix is at the bottom. He's already trying to pick the lock. He's like, "Hurry, master! Before soldiers find us and fillet us."
Shh. Take it easy.
All right, I'm saying it loud enough for you to hear, but assume that he is whispering.
You know what?
He's
We're talking
whispering
about-
aggressively.
Wait a minute. We're talking about Felix.
Totally get it. He's in his element at this point, so he knows
Alright.
what he needs to do.
So,
and once you get
I'm gonna
to you want one. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna pull my bow out.
Mhm.
I have an arrow notch.
Wait, you didn't have it out the whole time?
No,
That's right. I forgot you.
that was totally hidden.
He's the melee. He's the melee ranger.
No man, I have an arrow hidden.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
Here we go.
matter of fact, I ain't gonna have my bow out. I'm gonna have the dagger of venom.
Okay.
already been a day, so the poison is ready. I'm gonna have the dagger of venom with me,
Okay.
and then once he opens the door, we'll go in.
So after maybe about 10 seconds, you can hear him pop that lock. He's like, and he thumbs it and very gingerly and slides it open and looks in. He's like, "All clear, master." And he walks in.
Sneak it, close the door,
Mm-hmm.
lock it because it was locked.
Okay.
Lock it again,
All right.
and then
All right. So he's inside. So I'm gonna do a lightning round really quickly. Narcissus, you're there. You can not only hear the men coming, because the heavy footfalls as they're coming up the stairs and across the parapet, but you can see them. So at some point you will be surrounded, even though you are on top, virtually out of sight. So just giving you a sense of where you are.
Okay.
Are you
I'm,
doing anything specific to either you're going to stay, move, go? What are you doing?
I'm going to stay where I am
Mm-hmm.
because I'm relatively safe. And I'm gonna see what they're doing because I know someone was around. I mean, who did I see?
Well, there was the two guards that were already there, the two that were at the other guard tower, and then there were approximately 6 coming from the courtyard, rushing the staircase.
And did I see any of our people?
Roll perception. You would actually need to. You would need to match a 24, match or beat a 24. Well, actually, no. You would need to beat a 24. I'm gonna roll
Because
stealth. I'm
I
gonna
know-
roll stealth for Felix.
Because the reason why I asked
Mhm.
because I know that I did the distraction on purpose when this guy fell.
Yeah. Okay. So you know what?
So
That's fine. You
wondering-
had a lay of the entire courtyard, and it's fairly well lit. You did see you saw Felix's stumpy self just skirt by, and then you see Durzo run by, taking out his bow, and then realizing he has a dagger, and then taking the dagger out as he's running across the courtyard, because he's indecisive and how he wants to massacre people.
Oh, okay.
you
So,
should have been a barbarian.
I'm gonna capitalize. I'm gonna capitalize on causing distractions for these guys to get to wherever they're trying to get to.
Okay. And by doing
So unless,
in what
some-
what way?
well, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna
I mean,
keep an eye on
aside
them.
from what you've already done.
Well, I'm gonna continue doing what I was already doing. I'm gonna keep using the minor effects of the cantrip to cause just to sow the chaos that I'm sowing already.
Okay.
But that's if I have to. But right now, they're all coming up to the gate,
Mhm.
which to where I am. So that means they're going away from them, right?
Correct. There are
So
two.
then-
There are 2 men that are obscure. You can see their silhouettes, but the way the light the way the light is playing, you don't know who they. You just see 2 men that are in the courtyard. Those are the ones that Felix and Durzo had avoided. They went around. They took the long way around in order to get to the servants' entrance.
Okay.
But those are the only 2 left in the courtyard.
All right. And they're not. Those.
They
two
haven't
guys aren't
moved. They haven't
reacting.
moved from. They haven't. You don't know if they're reacting, but they definitely haven't moved.
All right. So I'm just gonna keep I'm gonna keep surveying to see where I can help.
Okay. So Tildor, Hex, Hex, you were at the Tildor was at the opening, because he went left and you were coming back behind Hex, if memory serves. You went out the other entrance. You saw the hill and the snow-capped mountain. Realized that this is not the way. This is away from the keep, and you went back to where Tildor is. Tildor, you were looking over the edge, and you heard this. You barely heard the sounds. You see the men moving, but you're so high up that the noises aren't necessarily carrying this high up. But you can see the movement, and then you saw these 2 figures. One that had a distinct. He was smaller than the rest. So it was an accurate assumption that it was Felix as he ran across the courtyard, and then Durzo followed suit.
Okay, Hex coming? Or
You can hear him.
I'm
He's coming up the way. So
gonna wait till he comes, and I'm gonna point and say, look at there's destruction going on there. Now, my question is, where we at now? If we were to come down, exactly where would we come down in the middle of this whole destruction?
you would come down virtually from where Durzo and Felix were initially when they climbed over the barrel. It's literally on top of that doorway.
Okay.
But you would have to scale them. You would either have to scale the rock down, or use a rope. And I don't know that you have more than 100 feet of rope.
I have 50, and Hex has 50, so that's more than 100.
Actually, that's exactly 100.
No, it's 1 inch more than 100.
I hate you.
Okay, so it's 100.
We got 150 because I got narcissist gear.
That's true.
Oh, well, that's also true too. Yeah. So.
Yeah, he's already robbing you.
And,
bro.
and I tend to carry light rope, so I don't have hemp. I have a better like a silk.
Okay. All right. So that answered your question.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait till Hex comes in, and then
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I mean,
tell
the-
Hex.
You can see the opening hex. You see Tildor. He's lying on the ground, peering over. Once you do that, you can see how high up you are, and the difficulty it would be to go to climb down would be there. So without any real climbing gear, which I don't know that there's standard equipment for everyone, your options in going down are going to be limited.
So I'm gonna tell Hex.
We could do like you did before.
Yeah, fall and then die.
Yeah, no, falling in this game is not good.
I'm gonna tell Hex. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna be like, look at they're down there. Now the problem is this: I have chain mail, even though soaking with the snake silk. The problem is, how am I gonna get from there to there without attracting any form of sound, or without giving anything off? Because eventually this thing is gonna calm down. How long would it take us to go down? How much time do you think it will waste?
There's no way to tell right now because you've never done this.
I'm gonna look at Hex. I'm like, what do you have any suggestions?
Well, with all the ruckus that's happening now, if you had a chance to be stealthful, it would be now. Problem is, I don't know if you can make it down there in time with all the stuff that's going on.
And that's what I'm thinking about too. And then remember, I don't know how quiet this when I was moving around, how quiet did the silk make?
It was quieter. In other words, it wasn't as chingy as it normally is when you're running. Every once in a while, you can hear it, but it's
That there really wouldn't matter with all the commotion that's happening.
Now,
right. But
once we
again,
go inside,
as I described it, from your height, you don't hear very much. You just hear whispers.
No, from what we see.
From what you
That's
see,
all.
there's just
From all the movement that we're seeing.
visually there's a lot of movement going on. From auditory senses, it's just you can feel the wind. You can
We're too
hear
far up.
you can hear the wind as it's passing through the cave entrance.
okay, so I'm gonna look at Hex or something and listen. This dice roller sucks, so one of us is gonna fall. Now I'm gonna tell him. So
You're right. I concur.
I'm gonna tell him. So what's your suggestion?
Is there a way from where we're at where we could avoid the courtyard and make it towards the keep?
No, this is leading us directly towards
The wall itself does it. This is a sheer cliff wall, right? So it extends around to where the keep does. It looks like the keep was built into the cliff wall, sort of. So in other words, if you scale parallel, you could probably get to one of the towers there. However, either way is fraught.
It's a risk.
It's a fraught with risk. So I'm trying
Okay.
not to discourage you from doing it. You can do whatever you want, but your natural inclination to say which is more dangerous is like, bitch, both of these is dangerous.
No, I mean, I knew there was some danger to it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if to avoid the courtyard and to use that as a commotion, because I'm pretty sure if there's something going on there, they've already gotten word, so they may be on alert, but they'll be focused on what's going on in the courtyard, from my assumption. So we might have enough time if it's close enough to scale towards the keep, because maybe with it being built into the mountainside, there'd be better grips to go down that direction instead of just scaling down with the rope, not gauging the speed and ending up in a crowd of fucking soldiers, which is a possibility, especially if one misses a stealth roll.
That all sounds great. I still don't hear what you're doing. That's not translating into any action whatsoever. And I can't give you any more information than I've already given.
Okay, man, we're a little
I just
hesitant
told
because
you.
the dice roller sucks. Okay, damn, I mean, give us a break, man.
I don't know if you were paying attention.
No,
to
I
what
was paying
said.
attention.
I said,
I'm hearing a
I
lot
said
of.
we're going
I
to
don't
make
want to
our
do
way
it because I'm going to
towards
roll
the
2 ones again. I
keep.
know it.
I'm suggesting to go towards the key, so that way we can use the distraction down there.
Well, okay. So then
Power.
you're not talking to me. You're talking to Tildor.
Okay, come on, fuck it. Let's them do it. Fuck it, come on, let's go.
Okay. So there's your decision between the two of us in role playing. It's called role playing.
I thought you were talking to me. My apologies. Now, who's going first?
Tyrant. You know what? In this case, I am.
Okay. So you're going to need to roll an athletics check. I won't put it at a disadvantage, but your difficulty is going to be at least an 18.
Oh my
Sure.
lord.
Sure. Why not? My worst roll ever. Where the fuck is it? Here we go.
And if we do, wait, hold on. So if we do it with the rope, it'll bring down the difficulty.
You can't rope it directly across.
So
No,
what happen-
I'm roping myself because I'm going to carry the rope over, so it can make it easier for him, which is the reason why I'm going first.
Okay.
But I still have to make the 18 anyway.
Assuming you find something to tie it to, that's fine. Okay. You took the time.
Grappling hook
You-
will work too.
You did that and all that good jazz. Now make your damn roll. Oh, sorry. I wasn't eagerly anticipating that.
Sure. That's a neat. So no.
You. Why is it doing that? So you rolled an 8. Okay. So it's like, I'll go. Yeah. Oh my God. All right. There's 2 things you can have. Tildor, you can make an athletics roll, a dexterity check to catch him.
Okay.
Okay.
I was about to say because okay, so I'll do
Yes.
this.
I will say beat the 8. If he doesn't beat the 8, then you have to make a subsequent athletics check to catch yourself,
Okay.
Hex.
Hold on. Mama G.
Just roll. If it's going to be our deaths, it's going to be our deaths. Fuck it. We plump.
No. I rolled a 6. I'll tell you, this dice roller sucks, man. I had to beat an
Okay.
8. I couldn't even do that.
Hex, please make a subsequent roll with a disadvantage. Just a straight. You can make another athletics roll. You just need to beat an 8 as your target.
Ooh, I hear
There's no dex check for me or anything for me to grab onto something.
That's what the athletics roll is for.
No, I mean, so I could don't clear off the face of the dead.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Beat
what
the
he's
8.
saying. That's what you gotta roll. You gotta
Because
beat
you
the
have
8.
the rope. That's the only reason why I'm letting you roll.
Oh,
Otherwise, is Marshall willing to the land of the Lord. Holy shit!
What he rolled?
A
A 1?
7.
Are you fucking
Wow.
serious?
Christ, dude. And he has a +4.
Lewis, can I take the grappling hook and catch him? In
He
midair.
has you have the rope. I'm tied to the rope.
Okay. Now.
Oh well, that's also
no.
true.
I'm okay.
Wow.
Wow, I tell you, this dice roll sucks, man.
Make another roll. The athletics roll. This will be the final one, and if not, then Hex will suffer falling damage.
Yay.
An 11, I got it. It's 15, I got it. So I catch him.
Okay.
Banks, my love.
All right. So sequence of events. As you're going across, you slip, you lose your grip, and you start sliding down the wall and almost falling past it. Tildor reaches to grab you, barely, like fingertip grabs you, and you slip past his grip. You try to grab onto the rope that you're still tight. That's coming undone. He finally manages to snap that rope to where you hit the wall. You take a point of damage from hitting the wall.
What, Banks? What do you
Like,
want?
So now you're dangling from the wall.
So I start picking him up.
Okay. Now you can. You don't necessarily need to make an athletics check to grab back onto the wall. That's not what this is about. But if you're going to continue to scale across, you fell approximately 10 feet down.
Oh,
Right.
so I helped you out.
You fell 10
You gotta
feet.
make it there somehow because
You
shit.
fell 10 feet. Now you can go back up and across or just across. Your decision.
Let's see how badly this die roller hates me anyway. Because going down or across, it doesn't fucking matter.
Going
Still-
down is not as difficult as going across.
Yeah, but funny thing is that with this die roller, it says otherwise. So
Like I'm going to fly like a bagel.
Fly like a baby.
I'll give it one more attempt. Fuck it.
Okay.
Here we go. Across it is.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
Too much
All right, hold on.
worse.
Let me.
I don't even want to look.
That's a 12, but I mean, still not the 18.
Give me a moment here.
Really wish. I had this. I don't.
It would be athletics. If you had a proficiency, I might have given you another roll. Okay. Tildor, please. You're gonna try to catch it. You're gonna try to get your footing again. You're gonna fall another 10 feet if you make an athletics check.
All right.
We will make it a standard 15.
So do I have to roll to get him?
No. This is for Hex first.
Okay.
Okay, so this is an athletics or dex check?
No, it's athletics. Either way, it runs off of your dexterity, so it's athletics.
No, it doesn't.
No, at athletics is strength.
No, it's athletics.
So it's based off of his strength.
No.
No, you know what? You're right. Make a dex check on that to catch.
So
us-
that would
to-
be a
to catch us.
17.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Keeping that roll, it would be a 17 because that would be +3 more.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I rolled a 14. I have a +1 on my athletics check. And then you changed it to dexterity, it's a +4. So it's a +3 difference.
All right, that's fine. All right.
18.
Now you take another hit point of damage as you hit the wall yet again.
And how far is this down?
He's down about 20 feet.
No, but how far is it down? How you say what?
Maybe about another 130 feet.
Oh my lord! At the rate you going, you're gonna be dead.
So seeing that this is not going to work,
Let's just say that the combination of frost and you're not being able to catch your grip That's becoming apparent to you.
Yeah. So, I call up to Tildor. Tildor,
Yo, pick
brace
you up.
yourself. Brace yourself and give me a lot of give on the rope. I'm gonna scale it down.
Okay.
You're gonna assist me in bringing the rope down. I'll find a spot where we'll both be at without being in sight. I'll secure the rope there so it can make it easier for you to climb down without making too much noise. Okay?
Okay. Gotcha. So I do exactly what he told me to do.
And I attempt to rappel down.
Okay. Again, we're running on athletics, not dexterity.
Yes, I know.
Wow, 5.
Holy shit.
Shit. Wow, this dash roll sucks.
Okay.
Actually, hold on a second. Wouldn't it be acrobatics at that point?
No, it's not acrobatics. It's
I'm rappelling on the rope, though.
it's
It
athletics.
has nothing to do with strength. It's skill. Wouldn't matter anyway, because I still missed the roll, but still.
Eh. Dives, rolls, somersaults, flips. So that's acrobatics.
Yeah. Also is rappelling and
No, it's not. That's not acrobatics.
yeah, it is.
Let's see. Climbing, jumping, or swimming. Athletics. Either way, you missed a roll, but so I don't want to get into a
No, I'm not arguing. I'm just asking.
but
Because like I
okay.
said,
So
look,
dexterity
I
check
don't want-
again, because at this point you're gonna one yourself to death down this wall. The environment is not allowing you to get it easier to make this easier for yourself.
Well, doesn't matter anyway because I'm gonna end up having to go down regardless. Because at this point, I'm at the point of no return either way. Because
Yeah.
if I miss going up or missing going down, I'm gonna fall to my death anyway.
Okay.
So I might one myself.
Make sure you're taking off the hit points.
Yes. You fucking tyrant.
So that's 3 total.
Yes. I'm at 18. So which is it? Athletics or acrobatics? What's
It
your
would be
goal?
athletics.
All right. Finally. I think.
Okay. This is to repel. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Not going
So,
across.
After he hits the wall for the 3rd time,
That's the charm.
he finally finds his footing and starts rappelling down, which is hilarious to me.
Ooh, ah, oh.
E-A-O-A-I-E-A.
You're an idiot. All right. Anyway, okay. That leaves you, Tildor. What are you doing? As he finally gets his footing, leaving you with 0 confidence in your own ability to scroll down the wall.
Okay, I'm
Well-
gonna start going down.
Okay. Athletics, 15 or better.
17.
Okay. You start rappelling down the wall. What's the weight capacity of the hemp rope? Just want to make sure.
Of what?
Of the rope. I'm asking
I
Steve.
don't-
He would
I
be
don't-
the only one that know that.
I don't.
A lot.
I don't think they get into that
We-
detail.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Dude, this
I mean,
guy's
if you
trying
really
do
want to
now.
murder them, I'll find out for you. Give me a sec.
Hex, as you all right. So I'm gonna move back to Durzo. So you guys are scaling, are rappelling down. Once you lock the door, long hall. There are a couple of oil lamps that are burning in that hallway. You don't hear anything. You smell the residual smells of a meal that had been prepared earlier, and The hall extends for as far as you can see. Now, your true sight's not going to work because you have sources of light that are interfering with it.
True sight works perfectly.
First of
It's
all,
di-
don't
like
talk
in-
to me about that.
Because you keep on trying to jerk me.
I keep watching.
No,
you,
bro.
sir.
That's why I took it, just because I know you would do that.
That's not good.
So
Oh, he is trying to jerk you.
You shut the hell up. You just lucky. You just lucky you didn't fall off the wall because your ass would have been like,
Believe it or not, I'm walking.
"Ah."
He is always trying to bend the rules in his favor against the players.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can't do that. How the fuck not? It says it.
First of
Yeah,
all,
they don't give a
It's in
rating
the
to
book.
the weight rope. It just says that the rope has 2 hit points and you can break it with a strength of a 17 check,
Gotcha.
and that counts for both silk and hemp.
Okay. All right. So
Who could have been?
Dude, even if it had a weight capacity, we're nowhere near it.
I disagree. You're carrying a lot of gold.
People on that rope, nowhere near it. Even with 1 in chain.
I disagree. I think the rope is very, very flimsy. Okay. So anyway, so it goes to
600. Sorry, 600 pounds.
600 pounds. Okay.
Yeah, we ain't nowhere near that.
No, but you've been eating a lot.
Well, that's also true. Too. Cheek burgers.
cheese, the cheese.
Cheek burgers. I've been eating.
No, not that guy.
Going, the hallway goes out into a larger room that you can assume is the kitchen because you can see hanging pots and pans. There is the light of a fire that's emanating from left to right. That's where it's shining against the brightness is more specifically focused on the left-hand side, and he has his headphones off, so he's not listening to me anyway. The length of this hallway is about 30 feet until you get to the larger room.
All right. So, is there any other doorways? It's just that one.
Just that one right now.
Okay. So we're gonna sneak over to that.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to do is before we even sneak, I want to listen for sound, voices, footsteps, somebody cooking,
Okay.
anything.
Aside from the fire crackling every once in every few seconds, you don't hear anything out of in your environment. You don't hear anything besides your own heartbeat, your own breathing, and Felix. You can see him out of the corner of your eye as he's trying to blend in with the shadows.
All right. So same thing. Going to the darkness as best as I can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seen. We're gonna stealth over to that other entrance, and then I want to look inside, see if anybody's in.
You know,
there.
there's gonna be a disadvantage with with this devil sight, because you can see imperfectly in darkness in both magical and non-magical. You won't necessarily be able to distinguish between a shadow or not. You do understand that?
It's just like my normal vision, like I'm looking now. Don't try to jerk me. Stop trying to jerk me,
What are
dude.
you talking about? If you can,
I'm sorry, but what part of seeing perfectly in darkness, magical or none?
that's what I'm saying. You can see
Perfectly.
through all. You can see through it all.
Perfectly.
All right,
Sees
anyway.
perfectly. Like in HD.
If it's a shadow, if it's
I'm
a
just saying.
flame makes a shadow, that's like right now. If a flame made the shadow, I cannot, I can understand that. But I'm just saying, there's no black and white, and I see clearly in magical darkness and stuff like that.
I understand that, and that's what I'm saying.
So what I'm doing is I'm stealthily walking over,
Mhm.
right?
Again, we can assume you're. I think it's okay to assume you're moving stealthily.
All right. So I have to say it. So I'm walking over, right? Stopping before the doorway.
Mhm.
I'm crouched down with my black cloak over me. I mean, the only thing is basically my eyes. and I'm I'm looking into the room and I'm listening. I want to be able to veer into the main room where it's supposedly the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't know but what it is, whatever that room is.
Okay. It does lead into a kitchen. It's a large galley. There are there's prep tables here. There's a large fireplace. There are pots, pans. The room opens to about 20 by 20. There's a door that was a little obscured as you walked in from the pots and the pans, but you can see it as you got closer. There's nothing written on that. There's a door directly ahead of you, directly on the other side of the room, 20 feet away. And then there's another one to your left. And that one is slightly ajar.
Okay. The one that's slightly ajar, do I have light coming out from it?
No. You can't really see anything past the small little sliver of the door opening.
What I want to do, Lewis, is okay. So where's the door? The door is on my left or on the right side? The one that's cracked.
The one that's cracked is to your left.
Okay. So I want to do the same way we did outside. I want to go around it. I want to go around to come up to the door. I'm not walking straight towards it. I want to go around it. Can I do that? The room is pretty big.
Say that again. So the one to your left, instead of entering the room and going to your left, you want to go straight ahead and around.
I want to go towards my right to circle around to come to the left.
Okay.
You understand what I'm talking about?
When the door opens from left to right, so okay, I see what you're saying, which is fine.
I basically want to have my body facing the back of the door without. Because if somebody opened the door, I could literally just lean to the wall, lean so that they don't really see me at that very moment.
I got you. Okay. Felix had pretty much went his own way. He's saying, Master, I will check that door. You go to the danger door.
Be careful.
I'm just kidding. All right. You do your round trip around to get to the back of the door. No one comes through it. No surprises.
So now I'm gonna look.
This one, this opens. You can see it's essentially a dining hall. You can see the small sections of a larger table. There aren't any place settings because it's late. But you can see the large back chairs, extraordinarily large, long table. On the other side of that table, there's an intricate stone wall where there's a fireplace. Above the mantle of the fireplace, there's a portrait of a man, probably in his 30s. He's dressed in. It looks like he's dressed in partial plate, very regal. He's holding a sword in his hand. So essentially doing the regal pose.
Does he look like a dark elf?
No, he looks human. He's maybe in his 20s, but the painting is pretty old, and it's been there for a while because some of the ash from the fireplace came up and it stained the bottom of the painting.
Do I see another exit or entranceway?
You would have to pop your head in order to do that, and if you do that, assuming you're going to do that, to your right, the dining room hits a wall. There's a door on the far end. It's about 30 feet to your right. To your left, it opens to a larger foyer where you can see a grand staircase on the right-hand side.
Okay.
There's a large candle chandelier right above the main dining room table, and there's a smaller chandelier right in that candelabra chandelier above that foyer.
I did pop my head in just to look around.
Okay.
So I'm gonna come back inside the kitchen. Now, do I
You
know
can hear
what door?
you can hear the other door click, and Felix comes over. It's nothing, master. It's just food. It's just pantry. He has a mutton leg in his hand.
Did you get any liquor?
And he turns around and runs right back.
Now, there was also a third door, correct?
No, just those two.
Just those two.
In this
All
room
right.
that you're in, just
Yes.
those two. Yeah.
Fine. So I'm gonna wait for Felix. Once he's done getting the liquor, I'm gonna say, Felix, I'm gonna explain to him what I saw in there. I'm gonna say there's a staircase, there's also another door. So let's go this way.
It's like, lead the way, master. He has a bottle of what looks like a brown, expensive liquor in his hand. He popped that cork open. He's like, oh, very smooth.
I'm gonna be like, Felix, I thought you were leading this party.
Oh, yes, yes. That echoes. You can hear. He's like, sorry, master. Yes.
Stop drinking that Everclear.
He corks it, throws it in his sack. And he's like, follow Felix. He moves into the left. Okay, come back in to Narcissus. The men had put out the brazier. They have one of those metal cups to snuff it out when the daylight comes. It's like, they were arguing amongst themselves, and they finally put it out. But your sparks are still going. It's like, what devilry is this?
No, I stop it.
Oh, okay.
If they put out the fire, I stop
Okay.
it.
So they do that. Say, what? Again, what devilry was this? Say, shall we wake the master? It's like, no, I don't know. You know how he hates being awoken in the middle of the night for nothing. They're going back and forth, debating on whether or not to wake the master of the keep. It's like, what about the other one? It's like, no, that one scares the bejesus. That one scares me. It's like, I thought the master was scary, but that one truly terrifies.
Interesting. All right, so I'm just gonna keep listening to what they're saying because this is more information that I can use.
Okay. I mean, they're just going back and forth, and it's like inevitably they come to the point where they're talking about when him and his freeloaders are going to leave, and they said that they haven't heard anything from the sergeant yet, so they're our guests, and they have to accommodate them and deal with their smells, particularly the smells of the road, and how they're uncouth. But beyond that, they make a mention of the human, and that you can assume is Garrett. The other, they're going back. They go back and forth every once in a while about, has anyone seen his face? No, he's always covered up. He's covered with a cloak and he has a mask on. But beyond that, they don't. That's kind of what's creeping them out, because his eyes are always watching.
Guys are always watching.
That's what that's the sense that that's the thing that it's part fact and part, building up of a story. So
Right.
you're it's not terribly difficult to suss out what's real and what isn't, but they're weaving. You can tell they're weaving a story to tell each other.
So it's just a build up. The shit so they must have been there for a little while then.
Possibly.
All right. All right. So like I said, I'm just taking in this
Okay.
information.
They
and
finally-
keeping an
they-
eye out for the others.
Yeah, they finally disperse back to their original positions. approximately 30 minutes has gone by with everyone getting into place. You can now see your two compatriots rappelling down the cliff face.
They're repelling down the cliff face, going to where?
It looks like they're going. They're not rappelling into the courtyard, but into the courtyard, but on nearer where the stables are.
Do they seem like they're having is their approach safe?
Hard to tell. One seems to be slipping all the time. I hear, "God damn it!" No, just kidding. As he's coming down the wall. Fuck! Ow!
All right, so
As he's hitting the wall.
I position myself so I can keep an eye on where the guards are,
Mhm.
and I try to keep track of who would possibly see them.
Okay. There's one guard from the other end of the from the other side of the two guard towers. He's now making making a round, like going back and forth. He's moving towards the center where the top of the gate is and moving back. So it could be boredom, it could just be him doing his rounds, but that's the most immediate possibility. The others that are huddled around the fire may see them as well, because they're in a position where they're directly opposite the wall. So anyone that reasonably decides to look up could possibly see them.
All right, how far are they from me?
They're about halfway down the wall.
That's pretty far, ain't it?
Hmm.
Where there is this cantrip? There it is. Range is 10 feet. All right, so I'm going to have to. I'm gonna have to move. So I'm gonna try. From where I'm at,
Hmm.
if I go back the way I came to the abandoned tower, I can get into the courtyard from there, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and hustle it over that way
Hmm.
and make my way down the stairs, take a look around because I didn't go down
Okay.
and see what's there real quick, and then see where I can position myself to be helped
All right.
to help these guys.
You make it down the stairs into the courtyard. To your right, you can the men and the two mercs are huddled around their fire. They're about 25 feet away. To your left is where the staircase to the servants' entrance is. That's maybe about a 5-foot human distance, and then you're talking about going down the staircase to the door.
All right.
All
Wait.
told, we're looking at about 20 equal distance to your right and to your left.
Lou,
Mhm.
you said there's about 5 of them around the campfire?
Maybe more like 8.
Or like
Yeah,
8?
they're just talking. A couple had laid out their bedrolls, but they're all in that immediate vicinity. Yes.
So looking over, like I'm an idiot. I'm actually trying to do that. Looking over, do they have drink near them? Like, do they have like wine or booze?
No one's actively drinking anything, but
All right.
there's a possibility that they could have.
Check
that.
it out. So I'm going to use 30 feet. Damn. So wait, how far are they from me?
About 25 feet.
Perfect. So I'm gonna use suggestion,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put the suggestion in the one that's the most awake. I want to give him the urge to want to start drinking and sharing with his friends.
Okay.
And this is my other spell. No, I'm not using a spell slot. I'm using the ability.
What do you mean?
So, suggestion is an innate ability for me, and I can either use a spell slot to cast it, or I can use the ability itself. And I can't use the ability again until I
So you
do a long rest.
Okay.
Yes,
All right. So it's a wisdom save.
I'm gonna save that last spell slot in case I need it for something
Okay.
serious.
Thought I rolled that. Excuse me. Oh, I didn't roll that. So that's. Yeah, I'm gonna go with no.
I tried. All right, you made the save.
So
Sorry.
you do the suggestion. The one that's sitting by the one that you had targeted. You see, he looks up. He looks up and reaches for something, then just pulls out his pipe. You thought he was reaching for his wine skin, then he pulls out his pipe and he flips you the bird. No, I'm just kidding. And he starts lighting his pipe, and he's just. They're all just having. Some of them are having a little chat, but beyond that, you know that it didn't work.
All right,
Because if it was going to work, it would have worked by now.
right. All right. So
Just like, fuck you, snake.
all right, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. So I'm gonna keep an eye on them until these guys are in a place where they're safe-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do right now.
Okay, so you're gonna stay here and then watch them as they fall. I mean, rappel.
Yes, I'm gonna watch them gracefully fall off the wherever the hell they're coming from.
Okay.
And see if anyone else spots them, or is about to spot them,
All right.
so I can cause a distraction so they won't get spotted.
Okay. You two guys are coming down. As you get closer, I'm gonna have you roll a stealth roll. Okay. Wow. All right. Very good.
Damn, about time.
Okay. So I'm gonna make one perception check. Huh. Okay. Oh, I know why it's not doing it.
But you ever got to hit the cheat button?
That's not funny. I mean,
No,
it is
it's-
funny, but that's fucked up.
Not funny because it's true.
Shut your face. Shut your fat face.
Fucking Cheeto.
Cheeto. Wow.
Now, the other day when I was talking to him on the phone, I heard it, so I'll send it to you.
Here we go.
I have deposited it in your account.
Wow, there we go. So, one of the as you're coming down, Hex, you could have sworn that one of the guards that was sitting there just turned and looked right at you, but then he just turned back and started went back to smoking his pipe as he's flipping off a snake behind you. I was kidding, but he's not doing that.
You know what it was? I put up the little leaf and said I'm invisible.
What? No, you went like this. Wasn't that it? The obfuscate from the LARP. I'm obfuscating.
That was obfuscated.
Yeah. Okay. You get to the top of the where the stable, the thatched roof of where the stable is. It's not exactly weight bearing, load bearing, but you find a beam. All right, so that's where you are right now. You can see these soldiers directly in your line of sight. You're able to crouch down. Tildor finally, he manages to come down behind you after a couple of seconds as you're assessing your situation. So you're on this thatched roof. To the right, it ends. You have two more stalls. There's a horse directly above you. Below you. And that would have been hilarious.
There's a horse above me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got it. There's a horse directly
flying
below
horse.
you.
Is it a Pegasus?
Anyway, and
Is it a Unipeg?
And he won't stop. Now to the stalls end. You have two more stalls, so the roof ends maybe about 15 to 20 feet away on your right. There's a drop off. You don't have a vantage point to see what's below you, although you hear the horse, or what's to the right on the ground. The expanse of the courtyard gives you literally no cover. So you're in your own cover right now, lying flat on that thatched roof where you can see them, but they haven't spotted you yet.
All right.
So this is to both of you, not just to
No,
to Hex.
that's fine. And I tell him, follow me, as I then do my ancient Chinese secret.
That was very
Pass
racist. You're gonna what?
I am going to cast a spell called Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
Is me and Tildor right now plus 10 to our stealth roll on top of whatever it is.
Okay.
I get it as a shadow dancer.
All right. So it's a plus 10 to your stealth. So please, you would need to make another stealth roll.
Yep. And God only knows that we needed that.
Yeah, because I made a 16 with the plus 10.
I made a 22 with the plus 10.
Why don't I see your rolls?
Because I'm doing
They're on row 20. I can see it.
Yeah, I got a 6 plus the plus 10 will be a 16.
I don't know why it's not transferring over into roll 20, but
Oh, it's on there. Look at 6 and Hex is 12. I see it right here. Tilda Greenheart is in blue, 6. And this guy's 12.
Hold on. I just gotta refresh it. I don't know why it's doing that.
Thank God for that plus 10. Ooh, because I would have been busted.
Pluses all alone in the
Alone in the moonlight.
so basically I'm taking advantage of the fact that they're not paying attention to us to just be a little extra stealthier so we can get past them.
Oh, now it pops up. It's very strange.
That's a nice ability, man.
Yeah. It's expensive as all fuck though, but it's worth it.
Because you know what happened? I would have been like, hey, you, where you going?
Well, right now, I don't know how Lou's gonna do it, being that they're not paying attention to us. I don't know if it's gonna be just a stealth check just to get across without being noticed, or if it's gonna be contested. I don't know.
It will be contested.
It's always contested.
It's always contested.
Not necessarily all the time, but
The only
That's
time it's
on-
not contested is if their passive beats your roll. So it would actually your roll is it's an 18 because it gives you a plus 10. Right? It's your base roll? No, you're right.
No.
It's a 22 and a 16.
The 16.
Okay. All right.
Damn, I couldn't roll higher than a 6.
You can't roll high. You can't roll high at all.
Bro, you're not lying.
Okay. So again, making one roll.
Well, Hex is leading.
All right, take it easy.
I just throwing it out there, you know.
Holy shit.
It's fine. Yeah, he's right. I'm in the lead.
No, I was saying that because your roll's higher.
That's not why you were doing it.
No, I'm saying that because his roll's higher, so maybe he'll go off of your world.
That is not why you were
Plus
doing
the fact that I said follow me.
it. No. I get it, but the way he said it had nothing to do with,
I
with
know.
the way
Well,
you
where am
said
I
it.
gonna run? Where am I gonna run? I'm behind a gate.
Man,
so what am I gonna do?
You want to talk about Baka?
Wow. Yo, he just Bakashi. You gonna take that from him?
Talking about Baka,
Yup.
bro. God damn.
Yo, he just bowed you with that Bakashi.
All right, just make sure you check that off of your spells used for the day, sir. And I'm gonna
Yes,
make
sir.
this roll here. Okay. Now you're able to cross the path and get to the top of the steps. Now, Narcissus, you would need to make a stealth check too. You have a bonus versus magic, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I have advantage against magic.
make that. Because otherwise, they'll disappear from your line of sight as well.
What am I rolling?
Oh, perception.
I got a
And
22.
with that 22, you're able to distinctly see Tildor, and you're just barely able to see Hex as they're moving across. Yeah, clearly he's using an incantation, a spell, or some sort of magic, some sort of dirty ASMR magic. They get to your position as they walk past you. He's not necessarily looking for a snake. He's trying to avoid being seen by the guards. Assuming you two make it down the steps, you get to the door. The door itself is locked.
I can't pick locks. Look at Hex. You know how to pick locks?
I can try.
Oh,
Do you have
What's,
you have thieves tools?
I think I do.
I think you're lying. And I have your character sheet open, so if you add it to your character sheet, we're gonna have problems.
Of course, I'm adding it right now. What the fuck you talking about?
Lou, the door on the bottom. Can I slip under?
No,
Give me a second.
you do not have thieves tools.
I'm looking at it right now. Give me a second.
So am I.
I have these tools.
Yeah. Okay. They're gonna steal your butthole. Is what's gonna happen.
Ooh.
Got
Don't
problems.
promise something you can't do.
No.
Oh, frick.
Jesus Christ.
No, I was confusing it for the playing card set because I know I had another set of artisan thing.
Oh my
Oh,
lord!
the dragon chess set. That's what.
So we did all of this to stay behind the door.
Well, Durzo locked it. He locked it behind him.
Isn't there? Wait, they walk by me, so isn't there steps going up?
Yeah, but that's towards the main entrance. That's not where you were going. Yes? Right? Hex?
Well, the thing is that we don't know if the door was open. If that's what we saw, we're going to go towards it naturally.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna fudge.
Walk through the main entrance?
Decision.
Yeah, all right.
Huh?
Walk to the main
No, I'm
entrance?
saying I'm not gonna fudge the decision by saying now we're making it towards the button,
I get,
towards the main-
I get you.
using the ability.
I get you.
Huh?
Yo,
I
can you give the guy a little credit?
Do
man?
they?
He said,
Are they
he's
gonna
not
go?
cheat.
Are they gonna go up the stairs the way I came?
So
No.
what-
The way you came, that's going up to the wall. That's going up to the
Right.
to the
they
guard
don't
tower.
see that.
But I mean, they see that. So in other
So
words,
that's-
here's where I can do a little bit of a rewind. Okay, as you're going towards that servant's entrance, there are steps that lead you to one of the guard towers. But that's going up and away from the keep. The steps going down the servant's entrance, that's into the keep.
So that where we'll be going. We'll
That's
be going
where
the
you
other
are.
steps into
That's
the key.
where I
Yes.
assumed you were going.
No, that's
begin
exactly
with.
what we're doing.
Hold on, but if we go to one of the guard towers, could we use the rope to go over the other side into the key?
I can't say yes or no. You just have to attempt it because
So
you're
if
not
this
there
is-
yet, and you
if
haven't made the
the only
decision.
other option is to go up or get caught. So we,
Okay, so
I'm-
here's where I'm gonna stop right now. So the rewind is to decide going up the steps or down.
No, we would go down.
And you have to make a decision from that point. Then I can start answering questions as to whether or not your rope can work and all that other stuff.
No.
But what I'm saying is this: it doesn't matter whether you rewind it or not. What I'm saying is, we made it to the door. Okay, it's locked. We can make our way back because we're still under the influence of the pass without trace. So we can attempt to make our way up the steps that we saw going down. Now,
Here-
once we get to that point, we can find out whether or not the rope would work in order to go over.
I totally get that, but but you haven't. We're not at that point yet. You're still at the door.
Yeah.
You discovered it's locked. Neither of you have lock
So-
picking tools. Now you
He asked,
decide
can
if you're going.
Can I pick the lock? I
Right.
said no.
Okay.
He can't. So the only other option until door is to go up the steps.
I mean, this may sound like minutia, but there's a sequence that I can't.
No. I'm not saying that. The whole fact that
Have some?
now that that door's locked.
Yeah. Okay.
So only way is up, unless you're gonna stay here and get caught.
Yeah, but where we gonna go up to?
Huh?
The main entrance?
So I
No, we go
tell
up the
them
steps because
mentally.
it looks like it leads into the tower.
I
Maybe
tell them mentally.
in order to go on the other
Hold
side
on,
and get into the key.
Hold on, Steve.
As you're
Steve.
having that conversation, Narcissus cuts in with his telepathy. Can you do multiple or one at a time?
One at a time.
Okay. So who are you communicating with?
The one in the lead.
Okay, that would be Hex.
Exit.
So I tell them, if you go up the stairs and go to the right, there's an abandoned tower.
Yeah, but what are we gonna do there?
Is there a chance to go over to the other side?
You can't say anything,
to
Tildor,
get
because
into
he's
the
not
key?
talking to you.
It's like I didn't entertain that thought, so I don't know.
Can you see from from where you are?
No, but you do need to put some underwear on.
From all the doo-doo from falling.
Remember, I'm on the floor, so I'm looking up.
Yeah, but you're up there, not down here.
No, I am down there. I'm downstairs.
Stain.
You guys walk right by me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so let's go. I tell Tildor.
All right.
We got a spot where we can hide out real quick and find out if we.
Once you get back to the top of the steps, now you can see Narcissus. He's like coiled up along the wall. That if you once you walk by him, you
Yeah.
wouldn't have noticed.
Somebody special wants to talk to you.
No. Give me a second, guys.
Anyway, all right. So, what? You get to the stairs. Tildor, let's just say he's with you. Once you get to the top of the battlement, looking over is a sheer drop straight down.
Yeah, but if it hold on.
To
If
the
you get into
right,
this-
it goes. It's built into the wall where the keep is, but there's no entrance to go into the keep from here.
So am I talking to Narcissus now since he disappeared?
Yeah, I could talk to you.
Yeah.
Someone tell Narcissus.
You can see me. I'm right there.
You can see the serpent now.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Narcissus. Any way you can get this door open, because the more we move around, the higher chance we have of getting caught. And then we're gonna stand in that area. What are we gonna do in that area?
Well, right now you're in the tower, so no one can see you. No one comes here because there's nothing on this side of the fortress for them to come look to defend.
Yeah,
against.
but my question is, what is it we're gonna do once we get there?
Well, we're still trying to sneak in. When Eyeglass came through, that door was open, so somebody must have did something to make them close it.
And you
But
can't get
no
this
one
door
seems-
open?
Me? No.
Yeah. And we can't force it open because it's gonna make too much noise. Is it possible you can make a distraction so we can force the door open?
I could try.
But what do you think about that before we even attempt it? Do you think that's a feasible idea?
All right,
Anything
so
is
I
feasible.
think this part is you're gonna need hex for.
Because I was gonna say, once we force this door open, the lock's gonna be broke. Once they see it, they're gonna see the lock that's broke.
Well, a broken lock isn't as obvious as you think it may be. It'll take them. No, it's not. But that's
Like,
not. That's not even the case. The case is for me to cause a distraction enough for you guys to be able to break the lock without being noticed.
Yeah, and then
Which I
another
don't
thing
think.
too-
I don't think that'd be too much of a problem. I can probably do it.
Yeah, but and then the more distractions we cause, the more crazier it's gonna get. Eventually, we don't want to start waking everybody up.
Well, you guys just have to be quick about it. That's all.
Oh my lord, this fucking door, man! If this door would have been open, we just walked in.
Yeah, that's a subtle.
So looking at-
subtle dig.
Looking at these two, who looks like is the strongest between the two of them?
That would be me.
I mean, the one wearing the armor, the other one's wearing robes.
No, I mean, I'm looking at them physically, not just by their gear.
Physically,
Just
they're not not identical, but they're of the same race. So they're, whatever. What's your strength, Tildor?
15.
15.
15.
So Tildor is.
So it looks like he's stronger.
Yes.
So, since my spell failed, I'm gonna cast on Tildor. Yeah, I think I can do this. I'm gonna cast on Tildor guidance
Okay.
to give him a bonus to try and break the lock.
Okay.
To try and break it
Now-
without being noticed. Now listen, I'm gonna go make the distraction.
Hold on,
You'll
hold
know-
on. Hold
you'll
on,
know
Max Swift.
when
Hold
it
on, hold on.
happens.
I have an idea. So what happened if I lean my body on it and I just you see like the way they do it in the movies where they lean their body on it and then they the door to muffle the sound?
My friend, you're trying to break the door. So you're trying to quietly force your entrance to the door.
Hey, I seen it done in movies.
That's fine. I will go make the distraction so you can talk to the DM about making the silent forced entrance with a
Hey, at least
D4
I
bonus
tried. Wait, hold on.
while I
Let's
make
wait-
the
let's-
distraction.
Hold on, let's wait till Hex Swift comes. So then like that, Lou, I guess you could go on these guys until this guy comes back.
Okay.
That's what I got. I just want to start stabbing people.
I don't know why you're talking to me like I'm supposed to tell you whether or not you can or can't do something.
No.
He's asking me like I can tell him either.
No. I was just throwing the idea to you to see if it was a feasible idea before I did.
Anything is feasible if you dedicate yourself to doing it.
And you have to commit yourself to the action in order to be told whether it can be done or not.
Like I'm
There's-
going to go commit my flabby little snake
Yeah, I
ass
mean-
to go make a distraction.
Hold on. Okay, so then I guess I will wait till this guy comes.
Who the hell? Was that you?
That wasn't me.
Okay.
My phone sounds like a chocobo or the codex from what you call it.
All right, Durzo. Make that. Felix makes that turn to the left, and you're sneaking through that side of the wall. There's two large stained glass windows. They're not wide enough for you to fit through, like a person to fit through. They're mostly for decoration, and you can see like the little firelight from the courtyard. So that's facing inwards. The door, the foyer. Once you get to it, you can see the stairs to your right. Then it opens into another great room where there's furnishings. You can see stuffed animals. Like a stuffed bear. Trophies. It's a trophy room. Jesus Christ. There's a fireplace with no fire lit. There's books. You can see decanters for liquor. It's pretty ornate in that room. The door that leads out, it's Katie barred. So there's a large wooden block across the door itself, and well, it's double doors. So there's a Katie bar on that, and then there's the stairwell that goes up and splits from left to right. And just above that, maybe about 10 feet above that, there's a railing where that would be the next floor.
Anybody?
You don't necessarily hear anyone, but you can hear some coughing, like echoing, like above you.
So
Sounds like a woman.
What I'm doing is staying there, and I am just listening and looking. I'm looking at the room, and I'm slowly just paying attention due to the fact somebody might just be in a stealth, or they're just standing there so still I don't even recognize that they're there.
Okay.
So I'm scouting the room.
All right. Make a perception check. Since you're being active about it. Ooh, nat 20, son. He's just like, he's looking around. Oh my God. Now, you don't see anyone in your immediate line of sight, because you can see through every level of the darkness. You don't necessarily see anyone in your immediate vicinity. Going up the stairs, you don't see anyone. The Velix, you do see the beginnings of like the warm glow of a light that's coming from right to left, right where that railing is. Velix,
Okay.
you can hear Velix say, "Master, someone's coming. We must hide."
So I'm gonna put my finger to my mouth.
It's like, "Master, we must hide." No, I'm just kidding.
Body chop to the forehead. All right. So put my finger to my mouth. We're still we're at the entranceway of the dining room,
Yes.
right? So we'll just move to the side, and we're just gonna pay attention and see who's coming out.
Okay. You can hear the shuffling of what it sounds like some sandals that are across the floor, and then you can see the light. It's barely a candle. There's a
My
woman.
apologies, guys.
No sweat. There's a woman. She has one of those long onesie robes, maybe in her late 50s, early 60s, and she's coming down. One single braid, white hair. She has a candle, in a finger holder, and she's coming down the stairs. Felix was immediately took out his daggers.
I'm put my hand.
He's looking between you and her. He's just like,
No.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling him no. So what we're gonna do is now, if she's coming down the stairs, she's coming down the stairs towards the dining area.
she's coming. There's only one way to come down. So she's in your line of
so
sight
there's
as she's
one
coming down the stairs.
It's like a one staircase that goes up and then it splits to two.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we'll do is we will hide behind the dining table just in case and let her do what she got.
Okay.
See if she's gonna come in our area or whatever.
She does. She comes into the room and shuffles directly across and walks into the kitchen area.
All right. So I'm gonna look at Felix and I'm gonna tell him, just wait here. Let her do what she got to do and then come on out.
It's like, whatever you say, Master. I still think we should kill her, but whatever. What do I know? I'm only the leader. No, just kidding. He doesn't say that.
Does he say that?
No, he didn't say that.
yes, he did.
He thought it. How about that?
No, he said it out loud.
Okay. After
He thinks
about
he gassed
after
me.
about 20 minutes, she comes back. She has a plate of some foods, some left. She has a plate of food as she's walking back across, and then goes back up the stairs.
Okay. Oh, all right. I'll just keep a note of her with the food right here.
At this point, you hear a scream, a woman scream. She's so startled. She's like, ah! And drops the plate and makes a huge crash that echoes throughout this whole place.
Did she see Narcissus?
All right. The scream, was it the sound of a woman, a child? Was it male? Was it female?
It was a woman's scream. Whether it's a
Same
child or not,
Now,
it's hard to
I
gauge.
I do recognize the little girl, the little elven girl.
Definitely not the same scream that she had in your dream. In that.
What
vision.
about Toothless?
Who?
Toothless.
Oh,
the
your bathhouse lover.
My
She did
love.
not scream, so you don't know.
My love.
Oh, I'm quite sure she's made many screams.
Well, not that kind of scream.
Not
okay.
much of a difference, to be honest.
Maybe if you
So-
did it because you're a savage, but
Okay, so go ahead.
Wow.
he tried to make love to her.
My love.
She dropped her plate
So
in the
she,
dining.
yeah, so she got to as far as the foyer. So when she dropped it, it hit the marble floor and just splashed everywhere. It's not a ceramic plate, so it hit the ground. It was like one of those metal serving platters. So it hit,
Right.
boom, and just stuff is everywhere. She's like, "Oh my word!" She's looking around, and again, this is just for effect. But at some point, you could have sworn she saw you because she's just looking around. But it was just
I'm leaning behind a table.
again, just for effect.
I wish
And
I was-
because you have
God.
true sight and she doesn't, this
All right.
is how it's going to work. It's going to be an advantageous ability, but it's going to be disadvantage. The disadvantages are your ability to perceive what they're looking at, because you can see, but that doesn't mean that everyone else can see around you.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So now, so at that point, you can see her. She gathers herself enough to where she stoops down and starts putting the stuff that she had dropped back onto the plate. That rouses a bunch of other doors. You can hear people opening.
It's okay. We're gonna keep
And
quiet.
they're all
and
coming in, and they're like, "So they're under the table, huh? Yeah, let's get them." No, I'm just kidding. So a couple of another older gentleman comes out. He has another he has a candle in his hand. He's like, "Margot, what happened?" And she's like, "It's nothing. It's nothing, dear. I just heard a sound. I thought I heard a sound, and it's fine. It's fine. I just dropped the plate, and it's my clumsiness." And she's gathering it up. He comes down. Another gentleman, around his 60s. He has the onesie, and he's coming down to help her as they clean this up. He said, "We better get this clean before the master finds us." Like, "Yes, I just wanted a snack." It's like they're going back and forth. They finally clean it up, and they're on their way back to the kitchen.
Fine. We're just gonna stay still. Just wait.
So Felix is like, "Master, now."
Oh,
No.
He's like, "But
we're
they-
definitely
he's like,
to
but
feed him.
he said, but they will see us."
No, they won't.
No, they won't.
Be
After
patient.
a couple more minutes, they come back out. They're still talking and hushed in the loudest hushed voices. As they make it back, they walk back up the stairs. And
Okay.
The
Nobody
thing
else
that she's saying to him, is like, "But I heard a scream." She said, "I heard a scream, Ben." She's like, "You heard nothing. Do not say this again. And do not let the master hear you."
But now
Fine.
you said that there were multiple doors that open. Anybody else comes in the?
There was a couple of the servants that came out, but once, so you're not in a position to be able to see any of that activity anymore because you moved back into the room. Now
Totally fine.
you heard some voices. The two main ones are the two older people, the couple, and a couple of doors shut. No other voices were raised. Then they left the room, came back through the room, back up the stairs, and you can finally hear their door close. Now there's silence again.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm gonna tell Felix very low. Said, if we would have killed them, and the people, say if guards came and found them dead, this whole place would have been in an uproar. So, we are looking for selective persons, certain people, then we kill them.
It's like which? It's like, so you will let Felix know which?
Definitely, I will let you know. There is one who I don't want you to be near because he's a magic user, but there are others that I want you to murder. Especially a woman that is about 4'5". When you see her, you cut her throat.
It's like, as you wish, master.
So now what I'm gonna do is go back to the opening again,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna survey the whole area, make sure nobody's just hanging around.
Mm-hmm.
On the first floor, is there any doors?
From where you are, no.
I-
Besides
door?
besides the main entrance and where you came from, no.
Okay, none that I could see.
None that you can see. No.
All right. I'm gonna say, Felix. Before we even head upstairs, maybe we should go downstairs. Maybe
It's
there
like,
might be a,
but downstairs is usually where the danger is.
but that's. I do not think that the people that we are looking for will be upstairs in the master's rooms, in the main rooms upstairs. So I say, okay, flip a coin, upstairs, downstairs,
Yes, master.
or drop it.
He fishes out a coin. He's like, master calls it. He has it on the head side, and he flips it.
Head.
He's like,
Heads.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll a d4. 1 to 2 is heads. 2 to 4 is tails.
1 to 2 is heads, 2 to 4 is tails.
That's what I meant. Shut up. Okay, so he comes up heads. So he's just like, oh. Down it is. Like his ears are like.
That's it. I'm gonna say, Felix, if it gets to a certain point where you see that I might fall,
Felix
leave.
will run and steal your stuff later?
Yes.
Nah, he doesn't say that. He's like, yes, master. Felix knows. Felix will flee and fetch the others to steal your
So-
stuff.
Okay, just like I did Opla.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
We are-
So he says, he's like, I don't see a way down, master. So perhaps on the other side of the stairs.
Let's go check.
Okay.
So, self across.
Once you get to the other side of the steps, again, out of your line of sight, even with your true sight, you definitely see a door that's on the side of the staircase.
Okay. So, check the door
Mhm.
if it's locked.
It is. And I'm going to go back to the rest of the group now. You guys are on the wall, deciding what to do. Narcissus and Tildor had a conversation that was through mostly telepathy on Narcissus' part, and then Tildor's answering just like you were before. So we'll let you get back to that.
Hex, you there? Yo.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask him. Do you want Narcissus to make a distraction and then we break the door in, or what's your
No,
suggestion?
we're gonna go to the tower where it's empty. See if we can climb over on the other side into the keep itself.
No, you weren't here for that, but the tower is literally where you are. It's like once you get to the top of the stairs, there's there's the guard post. It's not necessarily a
Yeah,
tower.
but didn't he say that if we go up the steps to the right, it's empty?
Yeah, that's the guard post. He's saying
So?
tower, but it's a post. The wall itself goes into the keep, but there's no door there. There's sheer drop that goes along if you look over it. You can scale the wall. There is a window. It's about 40 feet up. Doesn't from your vantage point, it may be big enough to fit a person through it, but then again, it may not. It may just be enough to get some of you through. At a minimum, those of you without heavy armor. So Tildor might have a problem with that.
I mean, my point is that from his perspective, is there a possibility to get over to the other side from where we're at,
No,
right through the door?
no. You'd have to scale the wall and then go parallel, like go horizontal, like you were trying to do with the cliff wall. And that comes with a different set of difficulties considering the sheer drop.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
he
So,
can make the noise. We can
what-
bust the door.
What,
I mean, I
what-
guess there's
what
no
we
other
were-
way but to go through the door.
What we were talking about
He's
is that
got-
I can make.
All right, one at a time.
Unless he's got thieving abilities,
What's wrong, my love? Come on.
we're gonna have to break through it, and that itself is gonna be a problem.
It might not, depending. Listen, what I'm gonna do, I can call it distraction. He seems to be stronger than you, but you could try and force the door open.
Okay, but that's gonna make noise. You know that, right?
And if I distract him, it
Hey!
shouldn't make too much of a
Get
noise.
down!
Unless he yells like that, in which case then we're all busted.
Get down! Get down! Get down!
All right, and I don't want Peter on my ass now. Christ Almighty! If it's not one thing, it's another.
I'm telling you, man.
All right,
That was hilarious.
I don't know if we're
So, I
if
can-
we're disturbing your PS Vita there, X.
No, I'm saying we're waiting for him to break the door down. Because obviously, if we go up into the guard post, there's no way over on the other side from what he could. Then the door is locked. So if the idea is for him to force open the door, which is going to make noise anyway, then I guess we're going to leave it up to chance as to whether we get noticed or not.
So, I'm gonna go back to where the guys are sitting there chilling,
Mhm.
and
And by what do you mean? The
guards.
You're going to move towards them. Okay. To the
I'm
ones
gonna
by
get-
the fire.
right
Okay.
So-
I'm sorry.
to the ones by the fire. I'm gonna use predigitation again, and I'm gonna use it to make a. Like a small shadow move within the guy who's smoking,
Mm-hmm.
because he's the most awake. I'm gonna make a movement on the opposite side from where we are. Just make a small movement so that he notices it.
So, walk me through that again, because I think I know what you're saying. So, on the opposite
All right.
side of the courtyard, you're gonna make a shadow move.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a shadow move on the opposite side of the courtyard, in the opposite direction from where we are,
Okay.
to get his attention, and that should be enough to cause a commotion. At least I hope it will.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna have you do, because this
Uh-huh.
is an unusual application of the ability. Roll persuasion. And then if it's, then I'll have to roll a perception to see if he sees it. If it's under his passive, then he'll see it. So this is one of those times where you want to roll low. Okay, well,
I got a
you
16.
didn't. So let's just. No. That's,
So he didn't see it?
no, it's. I put rolling 20, and did it make the roll?
Yeah, you got an 11. Well, you rolled in 20, so it rolled a 20 to the 20.
Yeah, that's what
it
I
says.
thought.
But then the second time you did it,
Yeah,
it
okay.
came up 11.
All right, so you're trying to make the shadows dance, and to get his attention, it doesn't necessarily catch his. Let me see if I'm going to do 2 rolls at a disadvantage for the others. And no. So, unfortunately, it's too far away for them to notice. And the light from the fire isn't necessarily casting that big a glow that it's shining along that wall. Otherwise, they would have saw Hex and Tildor, but it was a good idea.
All right, so it didn't catch their attention?
No.
All right, so then I make a... In that same direction, make a small sound.
Okay. I hate to nitpick, but what kind of sound?
Okay, so let's see. What would... I make a scratching sound. Like something scratching against a stone.
Okay. So with that, that isn't necessarily a need for a perception check. The pipe smoker, he turns to the sound. He doesn't necessarily shoot to his feet because it's not. It isn't battle or
Startling.
it's not a startling sound, but he does scrabble. He does get to his feet. He's taking his drags out of his pipe and starts walking towards it.
Does anyone else notice him walking like that?
Not particularly, no. I mean, people are just chatting, and he just gets up and he just turns and starts looking in a direction. One of the other men does say, "What's going?" He's like, "Oi, what is it?" I don't know. It's just.
So when he
It's like,
when
could-
so
it's
when he
like,
said
it could be that bloody cat.
when that conversation starts,
Mhm.
I mentally go tell Tildor to go ahead.
Okay, so
To
what do I
go
do?
ahead.
I know, so I'm gonna do it. That's
Okay.
what I'm asking you.
Make
Hold on.
this is a strength check.
Add a D4. Not that's gonna help. You want me to roll the D4 for you?
1.
You got a 10. For the love of Christ.
Lord.
Okay.
Fucking stupid dice roll. I swear to God, man.
Today's just not our day, man.
Today is
Yeah.
not your day.
Bro, the highest roll I rolled was an 18. That's it. This is fucking
So
garbage. man.
you would notice this because Hex and Tildor are by the door, so they don't have a line of sight. But you're watching you have your peripheral to be able to see the entirety of that scene where the ones by the fire and the one that's moving away towards the sound, thinking that it's that bloody cat. And
Ugh.
behind you hear boom, 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 and that riles three of the guards and one of the mercs. What the hell was that? And they all spring to their feet, and wake up the guy in the bedroll. Get up! Someone's here.
Hold on. So hold on. So when they jump up like that, what's near the fire?
What do you mean?
Like what's near the little fire? The closest guy to the fire. What's near him?
What are you specifically aiming at? Because I want to be able to know. I can tell you more specifically
Alright,
what's.
Because what I'm trying to do is this. I'm trying to make the fire spark.
Mhm.
I want to make the fire spark, but I want to make it look like he caused it by knocking something. So I'm trying to see what's near him that
Okay,
looks
so
like
they have
will
a
cause a
a
spark.
coffee pot that's dangling above the fire, but that's about it.
it's dangling over the fire.
Yeah, they have it set up where it's it's coffee.
Right. Let me see this real quick.
Make it quick, because
Yeah.
get up. There's someone here. Who's there? Pipe smoker puts he taps his pipe and he's puts it in his belt, and he's scrabbling for his sword. So you hear that? Yes. It's someone it's coming from the keep. Servants
So-
entrance.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a spark kick up off the out of the pot
Okay.
real quick. Nothing continuous, just something quick, enough to hopefully attract their attention.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Put this button down.
Hmm.
I got a 13.
All right. So I'm going to use wisdom as a save. So it's a D20.
My DC spell saves a 14.
Oh, okay. So I'll go with that. All right. So when you do that, he's like, what the fuck? You make that pop. They all turn.
Uh-huh.
You guys hear this? What the hell is that?
We're gonna
You can hear their
we
voices being raised across the courtyard. It's like something.
gonna
It's
move-
like someone is here. Go to the keep. Alert the master.
Oh no.
Dude, try it again. I yell at him in his head. Try it again, quick.
Okay, I want to try it again.
Okay.
This is fucking.
No,
Strength check.
Lou,
Yes.
Lou.
You guys can
At
make a
that
combined
point-
strength check if you'd like.
Wait.
No, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
All of that, when all of that happens, before he starts to do it again, and that commotion starts, there's somebody there, right? Since they already heard the noise,
Mhm.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the cantrip illusion, and I'm going to have somebody scurry across the same area where he just made the noise. So that way since they're looking at it, it's going to look like they just came out of one of the barrels or something like that, so they can scurry out. That should distract them and long enough for this guy to get through, or both of us try and push through.
Okay. Actually, you can't. It's well out of your range.
What, the illusion?
Yeah, it's a 30-foot range.
Hold on.
I'm looking at it now. I have all your character sheets up just so that I can look at it too. But yeah, it's too far away.
Minor illusion, 30 feet. Okay, so then I'll do it within the 30 feet. Then they could have just heard it on one spot and then see it in another. But they're looking in that direction. So make it so it's plausible that that's what made the sound.
Okay.
Make it look like if it's a halfling thief or something.
All right. Here's what I'll do. You will need. What's your spell save DC? It would be your wisdom, no?
I think for this, it's my wisdom. Hold on, I'll find out right now.
It's intelligence. It's an investigation check against your spell DC. What is your spell DC?
Hold on. Trying to find that out now. Give me a second. Features and traits.
I think it's 10 plus its modifier.
I believe you are correct, sir.
Because
Hold
mine's is
on.
a 14 and I got a +4 modifier.
It's a cantrip, but it doesn't say where it falls under because it's at will.
Okay, so if you click on spells, along the top it says +4 plus your modifier, spell attack bonus, and spell save DC. Do you not see that?
Give me a second. So you're talking about spells itself, right?
Yeah, just click on spells. It should be like the 3 numbers that are typed on the top. Don't you see? Lou, you see it, don't you?
No, it doesn't say.
All right, hold on. I'll tell you.
So you create a sound, blah, 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 blah. If a creature uses this action to examine the sound or image, the creature can determine if that it is an
He has
illusion
them.
with a successful intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC.
But it doesn't say what
We'll
the
figure it
spell
out.
says.
Just give me a second.
Hmm.
Danny, you okay?
No, I'm frustrated right now. Because that fucking door had to be fucking locked.
Thing is,
All this shit made all this just super complicated now. Oh
the door was locked before.
my god.
He's trying to find a way to blame you. Okay, so saving throws,
So what's my spell save DC?
figuring it out.
I'm gonna say it's 13 because the save for his light spell.
This is an
It's
intelligence,
touch-
right? It's spellcasting.
It doesn't even say that. It just talks about it being an at-will action. That's
Yeah,
it.
because the cantrip. Many loses the cantrip.
It doesn't go any further into DC, nothing.
Why am I doing this? Put on my glasses.
So what's my own DC save for magic?
It's because you're not a spellcaster normally, so it's kind of like
Yeah, you would be at the base if for anything else. Difficulty class.
or should probably be 10.
Yeah, I think the base is a 10. So no, I just want to confirm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that minor illusion, what is as a shadow art?
But my question is, where do I see myself what my base DC is?
It should have been on the spellcasting. Dedicated. Look up his shadow art. It'll probably tell you there. There it is.
No, doesn't say it there either, because I'm looking at it now.
Spending. You can use your key to duplicate the effects of certain spells. And actually, you can spend 2 key points there.
All right, so if we go by my DC save, my base, it would be according to my key because that's where it's attached to. So it's a 13. And the only reason I think it's because it's for key points. Because I use key points to do the actual spells, the blur, the pass without trace, the darkness and dark vision, which I don't need. But I have no choice over the ones I get. So that I keep anyway. And it's not like I can cast it on anybody
All right,
else.
until we can confirm, we'll go with the 13.
No, I
Well,
mean, it says
I
it on
think-
the features and traits. Under,
Yeah, it's key
under
abilities.
action
is
and combat
13.
where it says key points, it talks about all the things that you do with your key. And it's key based. So
Yeah, and his spells are key based,
That's
so
fine.
I guess it would be 13.
13 is fine. We'll go with that. That's fine with me. All
I just
right.
wish you wisdom modifier on it. Which I think
It is,
No,
it would still be,
it'd still be a 13.
yeah,
It's-
because you
it's-
the bonus is 3.
Yeah, you're not adding any bonuses. on this. Okay, now.
no, it is added to with the wisdom modifier.
Right.
'Cause talking about the base is 10, then
Yeah.
plus 3 makes sense. Okay.
Okay. So here, there, I see him. Get him. Yeah. But
All right, so time to make that strength check.
however, he already made the strength check and he hit a 1. So we're
rolled
keeping
a 1?
we're keeping
The
that roll.
second attempt?
The second attempt with another
Yeah,
1.
roll the 1.
So he's bloom, throwing his shoulder into it. The door's just like,
Well,
you
I'm
a
gonna
little
assist-
bitch. All right,
I'm gonna assist with it. So that was the whole purpose behind it.
that's fine. He still rolled a 1. So make
All right,
it,
but-
so add so
if he
make a roll.
if he assists him, it becomes a roll of an advantage. That's what he's trying to
That's
say.
fine. Still gotta make a roll.
So make another roll, Danny.
That's an 8. Eh. Actually, this would be advantage because we're both doing it, right? So I get another roll. Yeah.
Actually, it'll be Danny who makes the second roll. See who gets the advantage because you're providing the advantage.
Oh, okay. So
What did I roll?
Don't know. Can't see it.
Oh my lord, man.
You rolled a 5. What the?
No,
hell?
that was me.
That was Hex.
Oh,
Wait, I don't understand what's going on.
Just
here.
click on the
make another
just
roll.
click on strength.
I know I'm trying to, but it won't do it. This bar keeps coming out.
What bar?
Okay, man.
The he failed bar.
I rolled a 2.
Oh.
And that's it.
that's
I'm
better
done.
than a 1. That's a
I'm-
12 altogether.
I'm done with this shit, man. For real. I'm not even.
That
yeah.
sucks. He gonna see a shitty movie, comes to play, and he gets all
See,
fucking
this is
gross.
what you get for ditching us to watch Morbius. Now, you
So is a
guys.
12 good
Forget
enough?
about it.
No, it is not.
Us guys.
You talking about Durzo.
No, we making all this fucking noise.
Durzo
now.
and Felix turn because you hear boom, 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 at least 3 or 4 times, just echoing through the hall. Now you hear doors opening. You also hear sounds because Felix is at the door listening and he's trying to pick the lock. He's like, "Masa, I hear someone coming. Hide quickly."
Gonna hide.
All right, so the only place to hide is to run back to where you were.
So
Or
basically,
to run into the. All right, so from where you are, you can. The quickest route is to the great room. Otherwise, you have to run across the steps into the dining area.
now listen. This is this is the trophy room. So
Yeah, I meant the trophy room, great room / great room. Yeah.
so we're gonna go to the great room.
Okay.
Because the sound is not coming from the great room
No.
or the front door.
No,
Lou,
Well,
they're coming from the direction they're coming from the kitchen. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Felix finds a spot behind one of the couches, one of the elaborately upholstered couches. He hides there, and then you can see the curtains from where the window is. They move a little as he hides behind that. There is the bear that's to your right. There's another there's enough room behind that couch is directly across from where you are. So it's usually it's a 2-step in room. It's a sunken in room. So you have to take 2 steps down to go into the room. Straight ahead, I'm trying to describe it so that you have a very, very clear picture. This room itself is 30 by 30. So it's a square room. All the way to the other side of the room, large, big bay windows. They are with the drapes that are pulled. They're closed. There is a large seat, or like a couch. Not necessarily a couch, but it's wood. It's like a wooden seat, upholstered seat. Okay. There is the bear to your right. There's the trophies along the wall. Fucking mute yourself, Jesus Christ! I get it. You have a problem with the die roller. Now, I think we all got that part. I'm gonna mute him now. Now,
yo, leave him alone.
there's a coffee table with some cigars. There is a desk on the opposite end of the wall, on the opposite side of the room. It's not covered, so it's a table, but you can see some writing equipment, some quills, some inks, some parchments. There's a it's on the far right, it's on the right-hand corner as you're running into the room. So it's 30 feet away on that side. To the left of that is a couch. There's some seating, some chairs. There's a round table, and that's not in the center. Huh?
I'm gonna lower myself and hide behind the couch.
Okay. There's windows to your left, and they virtually wrap around the entirety of the wall, with the exception of the support columns. Now, Felix is behind the one that's immediately on the left, that's closest to the foyer. You can go there, or you can go directly across to the other side of the room.
The other side of the room.
Okay. You make it there as people start coming out. The door, the guard hits the door a couple of times. You hear the boom, 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 and men, you can't see anybody unless you're actually trying to look.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so you can just hear the sounds. You can hear you can hear the Katie bar being lifted and the door opening. Like, intruder, sir, in the courtyard. So they're going back and forth barking orders. There's servants that are at the top of the stairs. Everyone back to your rooms. If you see anyone, alert the Lord immediately.
Any voices?
He hears, alert the master immediately. And you can hear like it's as if the person is like far away, like at the back of a tunnel. Oi! What's going on up there? That voice, you're just like...
Which we can't hear, by the way.
Yeah, you hear it on the playback.
I'm glad that
voice
Narcissus didn't hear him.
That voice,
that
voice immediately sets your blood to boil, and your berserker caveman rage. But whoa, man! Whoa, man!
All right, so I'm just gonna let everybody do it.
Okay.
Say whatever.
So, okay. You guys want to try it again with your strength? Gift you one.
No. Okay, since everybody's concentrating on the intruder, right? And those two booked that way. I'm hoping that the layout allows us to get to the other side from the ground floor. So
no.
Action and still having the blur, the password trace.
Mm-hmm. By the way, just so we're clear, that's a concentration ability. If you cast anything else, that's it. You'd have to use that spell again.
Wouldn't I have to roll to see if I could keep my concentration?
No. If both spells are concentration, you can only have one up.
No, the other one's at will.
Yeah, but look at the
It's
spell
not
itself.
concentration based at all.
What spell is it?
The minor illusion. That's the reason why I'm asking. Because that's the reason I thought that by being at will, I don't need to concentrate on it. I could just do it.
I'm looking at the wrong one.
Takes one action. Yeah, just say concentrate.
Yeah, it doesn't say concentrate at all.
I would have thought that you would lose your concentration having to cast another spell because you're concentrating.
Well, if it was an actual spell, but this is something at will.
No. It's an actual
cantrip is
spell.
a spell. It just means that you can cast it at will. It doesn't cost you a spell slot.
But it would say if I need concentration on this one and I don't.
Hold on.
No. I'm not gonna argue with the final decision. I'm just saying that the reason
I want to
cast
make
it
sure
is
that
because
I'm doing it right. That's all I care about. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm not trying to.
No. I'm not
Stay there.
arguing. I'm just letting you know why I cast it. It's too late now, because if it does require concentration or that's your call, then the pass without trace is done.
Yeah, that's all I want to make sure is that that is in fact the case.
You know, and
Once
I got to
again,
remember these are new
spell
rules. Based on all D&D, you got an opportunity to make a roll against your intelligence or your wisdom, I guess it was.
No, it's different. The old game is there's a lot more different than that. That's when you get hit and shit like that. Well, you can make a save when you get hit to keep your concentration, but
No, but you can also do another cast while you were concentrating on something, as I remember clearly. But I just don't remember what edition. Then again, that's how long ago it's been that I've even bothered with D&D.
Actually, you
These
know
are
what? You
all-
can do it.
Okay.
The following factors can break concentration. Casting another spell that requires concentration, taking damage, being incapacitated or killed, obviously, and certain environmental phenomena, such as a wave crashing over you while you're in a storm-tossed ship. So that doesn't necessarily apply in this case. So, yes,
Okay.
you can
So-
cast that illusion. Sorry. Go ahead. You can keep talking.
Still active. I'm not sure whether. Well, I can't see Narcissus anyway.
No.
Wouldn't be able to include him in it. So I tell Tildor, let's go. And with the pass without trace effect, make our way behind the guards that just bolted to the direction, and hopefully we can beat whoever is going to come out of those doors, because they're going to be coming out from somewhere.
Okay, so here's how what I'm going to tell you will definitively affect your decision on your action before you take it. That sound fair? You get to the top of the stairs, take an assessment of everything that you're looking at. You hear the sounds because you're not in a position to be able to see it because of the height of the wall that's connecting to the adjoining staircase. But the doors, you can hear sound. You can hear raised voices from the front entrance. In the courtyard itself, there are a couple of there. You can see directly across the a couple of the soldiers and the two mercenaries from the fort that you were chasing. They're searching the stables that are directly. They're about 45-degree angle, approximately 120 feet away.
Okay.
You can see them.
Let me explain.
To
Let
your-
me explain it better.
Let me give you the layout so that you can decide what you're going to do.
No, but that's now. This is what I'm going to clear up.
Yeah.
We're going to take the opportunity when they're in the commotion, going to investigate, to move into the main doorway, because that's obviously where they're coming out from.
The main door. You're going to try to sneak past the people that are at the door?
Yeah, because right now they're concentrating on whatever's going on in the courtyard. So in that moment, I'm going to do the Goku, right?
Okay, so
Wait.
just so that we're clear, I understand the effect of the spell, but you're not invisible.
No, wait. The only way they would notice is if I bump somebody. If that's a possibility, then no, I can't do it. But if there's a way that we can manage to squeeze by without touching anybody, in effect, that's what we're doing. We're passing without a trace.
No, you are not. But here's the thing. This is obscuring you. You're not invisible. So if they're standing there and you're walking right past them, they're going to see you. Doesn't matter the spell effect. This is to obscure you from being tracked and seen from, I would say, from a distance. You applied it correctly the first time. This time you're being a little ridiculous. So what I will say to you, to your character, you know that's not going to work. You know it's not going to work. You're not going to be able to just walk by these people as they're standing in the doorway. You're not going to do it.
Okay. And there's no advantage as to them not seeing us to get by. They're not that distracted where they're all looking in one direction.
Okay, so in other words, here's what you see. You get to the top of the stairs. Even if you come out, you're looking around, you survey as I explained it to you. You can peek your head up and look up the staircase, and there are about 4 men that are standing in the door with three men facing with their backs toward you, talking to a person that's standing in the doorway. So to pass by them, you'd have to have supernatural abilities that you currently know that you do not possess. Now you can make the attempt. That's great. However, this will not be at an advantage. I am telling you this as the GM. It will not be at an advantage.
Try it, Adolfo. Go ahead. I want to see you try it.
You could do it. You may come up with the miracle roll that does not cover Tildor, because he'd have to make his own roll too.
Yeah, but it makes no fucking sense if I make the roll and he does it.
So again, this is one of those times where I'm gonna use your character's knowledge of his own abilities to come up with to come to the common conclusion that this is probably not going to be good for me if I try this.
All right, so you know what?
There are more men, by the way, peeking around and looking up the stairs. There are more men directly ahead of you, because that's where you sent the shadow.
No, I know.
Okay, remember, that's where you sent the shadows directly ahead of you. So they were heading in that direction anyway. But there are three that are searching the stalls directly across.
Okay.
There's
perfect.
no one.
So,
there's no one to the right of you. There's the
Narcissus.
staircase the stairs going up to the guard post there.
Narcissus.
But that's it.
Yes.
Can you make a sound? In
Hold
this
on for a
direction?
second. Narcissus is not with you.
No, but he's got the mental link.
You can't talk. It doesn't work that way. As I understand it, it's one way.
It's one way.
Never mind.
That's not me saying I'm trying to hurt you. I just fucking know that part.
Yo, we could
Okay,
go.
jeez, relax, you fucking
hold on.
tyrant.
Hex.
All right, so Tildor.
We could go towards the right and then go up, because if we bust this door now that everybody's looking, they're gonna go in after us.
I sense a dejected paladin. Anybody
Bro, I'm
else?
fucking pissed, man.
Tildor.
I don't blame him. It's kind of ridiculous. These rollers.
Let's play this smart. Here, grab this, toss that over there. Just anywhere over there.
I'll toss it over there.
Toss what? What are you talking about?
What is it?
I'm gonna give them anything that we can find that's small. Rock.
No, we could just go up to the right and then stay away from them, because eventually they're gonna come down here. Bro, if I get caught, I'm turning into an angel. I'm flying away. Just letting you know that. Because honestly, this whole entire thing just went straight to shit, just like I knew it was gonna happen.
Jesus Christ! All right.
All right.
That positive attitude.
All right. So, anything small that we can pick up that he tosses over to make sound?
I mean,
Even
you only
from our
got a
own
pocket full of
rations,
shit.
An apple, whatever.
Saying anything
coin.
on your own possession, because there's no environmental things that you can grab from where you
So
are.
I give him a piece of fruit from my rations.
Okay, so I fling it the way it's telling me to fling.
Right. As it makes the sound, I'm gonna make an illusion that the person pops its head up. So that way it catches their attention, like, oh, there he is, as a definitive.
Okay.
So the moment when they're distracted in that direction, take the gamble and go and get past them. As
You're
long as
still
they're
trying to go through the front doors. Is that what you're saying?
that's the only way in, unless we go up the steps and we have no idea if there's a way out. And if we go through that door, if we try to break open that door now, we're going to be facing off soldier.
No, he said towards the right. Am I correct, Lou? You said that was a way towards the right where the guards weren't coming?
Yeah, but we were going up there in order for us to go out on the other side, and there's no out from there.
Bro, we got to get out of here. We got no other choice now.
So the only way to
everybody
get
in the
out
damn
of this
line
situation is
alert.
to get through that front entrance.
No. Well, you know what? How much do you weigh?
What?
How much do you weigh, Adolfo? Can you let me know? Because I could turn into an angel and we could fly the fuck out of here. Because I'm sorry, I'm not going to get killed and I'm not going to get captured. I'm lawful good, if you haven't realized that.
What does that got to do with anything?
I don't know.
If he's
Well,
average height, average weight, you could say about
Nah,
100.
because can I pick him
pounds.
up? Can I pick him up with 15 strength?
Yeah, you can pick him up with 15 strength.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell him, listen, if you want,
Was it like
I
2
could- I
pounds
could-
per point or something like
That's why I was
that? Or
asking.
20
That's why I
pounds
was
per
asking.
point? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Like
what I
that.
could do, what I could do is I could turn to the angel. We could fly out of here. You could cause a distraction, and we fly the fuck out of here. Because at this rate, we're gonna get caught.
I hear a lot of we could do's, but not.
Well,
I
I'm
am
asking him to what does he want to do?
Yeah, I think he
I
already
mean,
told you what he wants to
The
do.
purpose is to try and get in. I mean, with us distracting them, if we see them physically moving in that direction,
Okay,
I
fuck it,
still
come
have
on.
the veil. I still have the veil on.
Okay,
us.
come on.
I mean, we'll do it
Come on,
like
let's
this.
just bust the door. Let's bust the door down. Come on, I'm gonna.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now you're getting a little frustrated and want to get this over with. You sound like a certain.
First off, slow down.
Fuck off.
We'll gauge the decision this way.
Fuck.
If the distraction works the way I think it should
Oh.
work, where it attracts all of them in that direction and gives us a window to get through, we'll take that action. But if it doesn't work out that way and they're distracted enough, we can fly out to safety. How about that?
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
So, what destruction you want to do? Throw the rock?
No, you threw the thing. I'm doing the illusion of the head popping out, that same halfling popping its head out to see if it's clear. But I'm doing it on purpose so they can get a clear sight.
Okay, so we'll do Adolfo's idea.
And that, depending
Hex's
on how
idea.
they're distracted, will determine what our next action is. Either go through the front gate unnoticed or fly away. Use
Okay.
our power.
Okay.
But I need you to have a cool head, bro. If not, we're
Sorry, man. It's just that this.
I know. I'm
You're right.
frustrated too.
You're right. It's just it gets frustrating because and then
I'm
it's like
frustrated too, but remember, this is for fun. If you're gonna continue getting frustrated, then one day.
Okay. So you can carry up to your strength score plus 15 times 15.
so that's 300 pounds. Am I correct?
No.
Adolfo, how much is that?
Times 15, so that's 19. Yeah, it's 285 pounds.
Yes, I could carry you.
Okay.
Yeah, about a buck and change.
So we do that. We throw the rock. He's gonna have the.
All right. So I'm gonna make the save. It's a DC check. We'll do that.
And we out of here. What's wrong, my love?
All right. So before I do that, Narcissus, what, if anything, are you doing? It's like go now, fuck! Everything just goes to shit as Tildor had described. You can see them at the top of the stairs conferring, and Hex hands Tildor something, and he's throwing it across. He's throwing it across the stairwell, across the bottom of the staircase to the other side of that space. And Hex he's doing his little hexy monk thing. You can tell he's about to cast a spell. So what, if anything, are you doing? Because now everyone's on high alert in this courtyard. The front door is open. There is a soldier that's at that door frame talking to three of the men, and they're quickly gathering themselves to repel whatever intruder there is, because that's exactly what they're saying. Gather the men, wake the men. We need to find this intruder. I think it's a halfling, sir. No, it's a fat Mexican. Anyway,
I'm going to.
I could
I'm gonna-
surely use the halfling from Steve's right now.
yeah, that's true.
Ah.
That's true. That
That
halfling
motherfucker
was
is-
like a thief god.
What's wrong?
Yeah, when I was running it. Okay. I'm gonna cast suggestion. I'm gonna cast suggestion on the most alert guard.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna cast
I mean,
suggestion.
they're all. That's a pretty. That's kind of vague.
Okay, so
considering that they're all
I'm going to cast
Yeah.
suggestion
Uh huh.
on the guard that thought he saw where the opponent went to. The one he said, "Oh, there he is." That one.
We haven't gotten to that point yet.
You haven't gone to that point yet.
No, he's talking about the first time.
Yeah, the first time.
Okay. All right. We'll go to that one.
I'm gonna cast suggestion on that one,
Uh-huh.
and my suggestion is that he saw it run towards whatever that target was. He saw it running towards the gate,
Okay.
He saw it running towards the portcullis.
Okay.
So you know the entrance you said that was over on the side.
Yeah.
That led up to the tower.
Yeah.
There. He saw the person running that way.
All right. Okay. Here's what
And
we're
that's
gonna.
my ass spell.
There's your spell. And there's this.
He saved the game.
Did you actually
Wow.
roll a 20 or?
It's a good thing he rolled the 20 then. Shit.
Okay.
Oh my God! He's just like, bitch. Who the hell is trying to make me go over there? This is some bullshit. He's like, there he
Yeah.
is, sir. Get that
Yeah.
snake. Kill that snake. Decapitate that snake. No.
I never knew
Wow.
one locked door caused all this trouble. And sucky rolls.
Sucky rolls. Sucky rolls predominantly. Okay, again, you can see.
Wow.
You try to you cast that spell. You felt the energy leave your body and just go to his head. You know, like that old Stan Lee with the wiggles, the wiggly spider sense hit his
Yeah.
head, and he's just like,
The Wigglies.
ugh. There he is. No. All right.
While nurses is like, this is bullshit.
It's like, this is bullshit.
Yo, and that for nothing, I'm 4 seconds away to just start attacking niggas.
This suck my dicks. Alright.
That's funny because the snake actually has more than one.
I didn't need to know that, but thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm gonna roll an intelligence check after I go to Durzo and Felix. Felix is still hiding behind the curtain. You don't see him. You're still hiding behind the couch. You don't see him.
You know
You don't
what,
see
motherfucker?
anything.
Fuck you and you're stalling.
But you hear the commotion. They're talking. Rouse the men. We need to find the intruder. So, and then you hear, "Oi! It's probably those fucking idiots. Get it?" He's like, "There's going to be more than one. I'm almost positive of it."
Wow, is that not fucking playing off words?
I'm not playing off words. They know.
Possibly know that.
He knows they're being chased. He says.
He knows us. He knows
He
us.
says it might be more. It's probably those fucking idiots.
I can't even dispute it. He's right. That
I
fucker
call
would know.
bullshit on that.
Well,
Yo.
you weren't in the earlier games. That's exactly what he thinks of this group.
I
Do I
still
see
call
this
bullshit on that
jackass?
No,
one.
you don't.
Yeah, I do. For the first time in my life, it's been recorded where a GM plays off words. Awesome.
No.
Where is it? Yo, do I hear him?
No, you
Do I
don't.
hear
The
only
only one that would is Durzo.
The only
So
one that
he
would-
pays off roll 20 and beyond, D&D Beyond, and he plays off of words. Wow.
Listen, we got 6 minutes. Let us finish.
Okay. So Durzo, what are you doing?
I am waiting.
Okay.
Literally staying there, be patient. I'm gonna get him. I'm not worried. He can talk all the shit he wants. Believe me, all the rage in me I'm gonna bring it right on him. So I'm just right now taking my time.
Okay. He's savoring the moment. All right. So this.
From the master stealth right now. So Felix is hiding. I'm hiding. We're just gonna wait.
Okay. So I'm gonna make it the DC check for the illusion.
I thought you did that already.
No, I didn't. That was for Narcissus, and yours is a 13. So I
Yep.
think I think I see him. So the
No, if you missed it, then you definitely saw it because that was the intent.
okay. So here's
Back, fuck
the thing. They say I think I see him there. So yes, they see your fucking illusion. Calm your neck.
No.
Okay.
Goddamn Cheeton.
So now there are
Wow.
men coming out of the garrison building, which was directly across from where you were. So now they're starting to stream out. But that's where you cast that illusion. So they're essentially converging on that point.
Okay.
All right.
Yo, you want to?
So does it have the intent that I wanted with the ones that were in the front gate?
It only does so for 2 out of the 4, and not the one that was commanding. He's still there. 2 of the 4 that were 2 out of the 3 that were facing him, getting their orders. They start running down the stairs. The other one, he pulls out his weapon. They're both armed and ready to go. So.
Yo, let's get out of here, man.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't work out quite the way I wanted. And
So Lou, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my ability once per day to turn into an angel. I'm grabbing them and we're flying out.
Okay. So with a flash of
And-
brilliant white light, your wings stretch from your body, and you.
And we out. We out,
It's like
Pop.
that.
I'm using my full movement speed.
He's like,
whatever it
there.
is.
He's like, get the crossbows.
I'm going towards the mountain.
Okay. It's like,
Oh
All right.
my God.
so with that, I'm gonna end it here and call it a very fun night for me. I don't know about anybody else.
No,
Now,
we're not calling it shit.
so for Narcissus, Dursoplin, Tildor Greenheart, and Hexswift, I am your GM. We bid you a fond and farewell.
You want to know what fucked everything up?